Hi everyone, it's Jess, aka Colouring Bumblebee, and I'm back today with another video for you. Today is the final part of my colouring book collection series. This has taken me so long to complete, and the final part is all the miscellaneous books that didn't fit in any other categories. So these are books by artists where I mainly just have the one book by them. The only exception to that is Diane Dufour, where I've got 3 of her books, and I didn't know where else to fit her into my collection. I did think about putting her with the Disney books as they're by Art Therapy, but I wanted the Disney video to be just Disney, so I thought I'd put her with the miscellaneous books. So let me move all of these to the side and we'll get straight into the video. Okay, so starting out with Diane Dufour's books, the first one I have is Borda, and I believe this was the first book she released, and it is in the small square Art Therapy style, which has pages on both sides of the book, and this goes through the seasons starting in autumn and is just filled with these adorably cute animals. I've done a few pages in here. I've done this hedgehog one. I believe I based it with water-based markers and shaded over the top with polychromos. This was a whip for quite a long time and I finished it up last year, but that is really cute. Really love how that turned out. But the title of this book, Borda, I believe translates to furballs. So it's all different furry animals. Moving into the winter section, we know the start of the seasonal sections by these diamond-shaped images at the front. So this is the winter one. I really love that one with the polar bears. That's adorable. So many cute pages in here. I've done this one with the 2 dogs. I used polychromos for the whole page and spent a long time doing this background, but I really like how it turned out and the sort of smooth blend of the gradient that I created there. And their scarves turned out really cute. Yeah, I haven't come to this book in a few months. I was colouring in it a little bit for Colourful Diary, and Lavella's Colouring host a full book colour along in this, where they pick a page each month. We're moving into spring now, and I did a couple of them, and I've never quite found the time to come back to this book. I've done this one, this cute little golden retriever here with the roses, and I used a metallic paint for the background in this really pretty green colour that I never use. Really like the metallic paint on that one. Little fun touch there. Yeah, it's good to see that I've actually done at least one page in each of the sections because we're moving into summer now, and I know I've done one in here. But there's lots and lots of pages in this book. Many more for me to colour, and it is one of my favourites. I love Diane Dufour's art style. So this was the first page I ever did. I did this all with polychromos, and I love the smooth blend of the gradient I did for the background here. Reds, oranges, yellows always blend so beautifully together. So I really love how that turned out. And I added a lot of extra grass strokes for the bottom of the page here just to fill it up a little bit more. And she was a lot of fun to colour on the bike with her little cherry top. So loved that page. And then you have these little note cards at the back which feature some of the same images you see throughout, but single-sided for note cards. So that is Borda by Diane Dufour. Next I have Nuno Therapy, and out of the 2 small square ones by Diane Dufour, this is actually my favourite. This translates to Teddy Bear Therapy, and I just think it's so cute. Even though it's quite limited in the style, considering they're all bears, they're not different animals throughout it. I just love the scenes of them. I've done this one, I use polychromos, really like how polychromos work in this book, so I use that quite often. And I love the bold, vibrant colours of the pool floaty, contrasting with the water nicely. Really enjoyed that one. I just think these bears are so cute where they are. This does have different seasonal themed pages, but they're not split up into sections in this book. I've done the lighthouse page. Really nice, bold, vibrant colours. I love this one as well with them playing in the rain. I think that would look good in matching colours as well. I have done this one. This is the most recent page I've finished in this book. This is the little wolf ride. This was a whip for some time. I just finished at the end of winter this year, but it turned out really cute. I love all the snow that I added to that one. Yeah, I don't think I have many more pages. There's one at the end that I've done, but you've got pages that represent different seasons. You've got a summary page there, wintry, a few autumnal, not many autumnal actually. I wish there were a few more autumnal pages in this book. More spring and summery. Those are my favourite seasons to colour in, spring and autumn. Yeah, really cute. I love that one with the cherries. It's one of my favourite pages in the book. And this one as well, the gardening bear. You could just have a lot of fun with bright colours, playing with different colour palettes for the bears. You can make them panda bears, you can make them little koala bears. You can do lots of different things with them, experimenting with different colours. Here is the other page that I've done, the Halloween fancy dress party. And as you can see, I had a lot of fun colouring them in different colours. So we've got like a black bear, a couple of brown bears. And I really liked playing with the colours of the costumes, this nice purple background. Again, use polychromos for this page, just like how they work in this book. And I believe that is the last page I have done in here. Yes, and then you have the note cards at the back of some of these same pages that you see earlier on. So that is Nuno Therapy by Diane Dufour. Then I have Sirènes du Monde, or Mermaids of the World, I believe that translates to. And this is in the large square format of the art therapy books, which are single-sided and are filled with all these different mermaids from around the world. And there are some absolutely gorgeous pages in here. Such a variety of different themes as well of the mermaids. They're not just these beautiful tropical ladies. You've got some Arctic mermaids and themed to different sort of environments. I've only coloured the one page in here so far. I believe that was last year for Mermaid, or at least during the summer last year. Look at that one with the cherry blossoms. So I definitely want to have this in my plans for May this year. So it is a great book to colour in for Mermaid, or all year round. The thing I find hardest about this book is the big backgrounds and just knowing that it's going to be kind of some sort of shade of blue for the water. That takes sort of demotivates me. But this is the page I've coloured. Yes, I did colour it for Mermaid, 9th of last year. And I was actually inspired by the front cover. I used the same sort of gradient colours like the red, yellow, green, blue, going down like that. I used Ohuhu alcohol markers to do the background completely, and I also based the mermaid's hair and skin with the alcohol markers, and then I shaded with polychromos on top and added some metallic watercolour and glitter gel pen on the details of the mermaids themselves, their tails and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just a fun page. I love her way of drawing expressions on all of these different otters and on the mermaids as well. So yeah, definitely need to colour another page in here soon. But I really pushed myself out of my comfort zone with the background of that page, and oh, that one's gorgeous with all the coral. Have a lot of fun bright colours in there. Oh, look at is that a leopard or a cheetah? Who knows? It's got spots. Some really, really fun, gorgeous pages in here. Oh, this is quite nice. It's quite a full scene, not too much background, which I do quite like. But there we go, that is Sirens du Monde by Diane Dufour, and the last book I have by Diane Dufour. I really hope she comes out with a new book soon, as I think Nuno Therapy was the last one, and that was last year, year before. Then the only other little art therapy book I have is this one, Animaux de la Forêt, or Animals in the Forest. And this is illustrated by Caroline Allen. And this is like the Borda and Nuno Therapy double-sided book with these adorable animals in the forest. And you've got such a variety of images. You've got scenes, you've got little, almost like mandala kind of patterny things, full page patterns, little circular motifs, close-ups of animals. I really like the variety in this book. And there are some really, really cute pages in here. I've done a couple, but nowhere near enough. So there's lots of pages in here. But because of the small size of this book, it just makes a nice, quick, easy page to colour, which sometimes is what we need. This is the first page I did in here. I used the Brute Food and Macarons for this page. Love the simple colour palette. The little koalas are so cute. Did that 2 years ago. Wow. So I've had this book for about 2 years now. Look at that bear with the honeycomb on it. I think that's really cute. Yeah, a nice variety of animals. Some more jungle, some more foresty. I've done this one with the koala. I did this with polychromos. And yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it when I finished it. I thought the background colour wasn't quite right, but it's okay. I like it enough. Really like this one with all the berries, with this fox or wolf. Not quite sure what it is. I suppose depending on the colours you use will depend on what it is. Yeah, some really gorgeous pages in here, and I don't see this book featured nearly enough. I have this page as a whip. I pulled it out because I really wanted to colour the strawberries, did that, coloured the leaves, moved on, and now I've just left with the flowers. So I just need to pick a colour palette for the flowers, probably some kind of pinks. Need to bring out the greens again for some of these leaves I've missed. These larger ones with the veins on them. But I know I used the Staedtler Design Journey pencils for this page, and they lay down quite smoothly actually. They worked pretty well in this book. Look at that tiger, gorgeous, and that wouldn't take very long to colour at all. Yeah, we've got a Christmassy page. Look at that. I need to record that down actually, that this has got a Christmas page in it. So many cute animals in this adorable book. Look at that one with the mouse hiding underneath the hat. That's beautiful. And then you have the note cards at the back, as we have in a lot of these art therapy books. So that is Animaux de la Forêt by Caroline Allen. Next I've got Escape to Wonderland by Good Wives and Warriors, and this was a lovely gift from the lovely Nikki at Nikki Jane on Instagram. And this is a book that goes through the story of Alice in Wonderland. It's got this very yellowy toned paper. You can see compared to my desk, I think, how yellow the paper is, but should make for an interesting colour. And I really love these pages. It would be fun to colour this in order as it does go through the story, but I don't want to hold myself to that and get stuck. Yeah, some really fun pages. I like all the animals in here. There's a nice variety. I love this double page spread. I think this is beautiful with the flowers around the silhouette of the white rabbit. I like how you've got excerpts from the story, some busy pages, some simpler pages. Got double page spreads and single pages. Some really funky looking creatures and characters. Oh, I like this one. Very small details but fun. Look at that double page spread. That's beautiful. with the teapots and the flowers growing around it. Yeah, just a lovely variety of images. I like the story of Alice in Wonderland. It's a fun story, lends itself to lots of bright, fantastical colours. And you can just go crazy with all your different colours in this book, which I really like. I love silhouettes of people and filled out with different objects. I think they're really fun. That's quite a simple page to start with, perhaps. The white rabbit there. I like that one of the courtroom. That's fun. Yeah, there's a couple more books in this series. There's a Escape to Oz, Escape to Shakespeare's World, and Escape to Christmas Past, Christmas Carol. But I do love the Wonderland one. And thank you to Nikki for getting this book for me. That is Escape to Wonderland by Good Wives and Warriors. Then I have Fairy Tales by Emily Lederhall Oberg. This is not her oldest book, but kind of now, because her oldest was Saga Rock Sagna, which recently got reprinted as Fairy Tales and Folklore. This was the book that came out after Saga Rock Sagna, but now has come before Fairy Tales and Folklore, so it's a bit meta. But this is the one in the square format, which is different compared to the hardback version. I think I need to just zoom you out a little bit. There we go. But this is a double-sided book in this large square format, the same size as like a Kirby Rosanes or Johanna Basford, and filled with Emily Lederhall Oberg's gorgeous, gorgeous pages, gorgeous line work. And I find these so fun and relaxing to colour. You can use such bright, bold, vibrant colours. And I actually have a group on Instagram that I created where we colour a page in here every other month, and I will show you what page we have picked for May, but we started it in January, and we colour every other month with the Fairy Tales and Folklore group, hosted by Mindy at Colouring with Cats Among Orchids and Carrie K. Oh, she's got a different name on Instagram though. It's not Carrie K. It's Carrie. The colouring zone? No, I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. But this was the page picked for March. I need to put this colour palette away actually. And I had so much fun colouring this. I did it in one sitting. It was so quick and easy to colour for me. Used a nice bright bold colour palette. Added some gold Signo on top. I used Artex pencils, which worked really well on this paper. And it was a lot of fun to colour and lovely seeing everyone's finished pages of this. But if you would like to join that group, please send me a message on Instagram and I will add you. The more the merrier. This is the page that was picked for January. I did the leaves and then I didn't do any more. I need to make a note of these colour palettes and what I use polychromos for this page because I don't think I will be getting to this until the next winter season, so quite a few months away, but that's okay. I don't mind leaving whips over the seasons and waiting for the season to come back round again. But it's going to be nice seeing a few pages done in this book by the end of the year, and it's fun colouring them all together. I hope I haven't gone past the page we picked for May. I think it's near the back of the book. If not, I will flip back through. No, yeah, here it is. This is the page we're doing for May, the Mermaid. This is going to be a lot of fun to colour, and I kind of like this page on the opposite side. It'd be fun to use matching colours for these two with this repeating pattern of the shells. But I can't wait to see everyone's finished pages of this. I think there's going to be such a variety of finished results for that one. Lots of different colours you can choose, which is why I love Emily's work. You've got such freedom to just colour it however you like. So that is Fairy Tales by Emily Lederhall Oberg. Then I have The Night Voyage. This is by Daria Song. And this is still an untouched book. I've got a whip I've had since pretty much I got the book. But I love this. I think it's so fun. I love these origami birds. I think they'd be a lot of fun to colour. But it goes through this story. And this is the whip I have. I've got all my colour combos recorded there. And I know I want to finish it one day, and I will finish it. It's just, there's a lot of presents. And once you find a colour scheme for the presents, it will be pretty easy. But I love how the teddy bear looks. I love the gold combo I used for the chandelier and the crown. The crown looks really lovely. I did this nice pale pink on the walls. Added some gold metallic paint around the leaves on the walls to add a bit of sparkle shine. Yeah, I just need to finish it one day. I've done the window with this nice white colour. Not sure where I want to go next for this page, but I think I would bring the pink and the yellow and the greens throughout the presents, maybe add another few colours and just keep it fairly limited. But it goes through this story of a girl on her birthday wishing for her parents to be there, but instead they leave her a huge amount of presents, and she goes on this voyage delivering presents around the world. And there's just so much fun and creativity with this book. And it's lovely paper, nice and thick. Some really detailed double page spreads. But it's this little girl and her cat as they go through this journey together. Lots and lots of fun colouring time in this book. But yeah, I just need to finish that double page spread one day. Love this one with all the flowers. I think this is really fun, the sort of shoot taking down the presents. And they're mostly double page spreads in this book. There's a couple of single pages, but not very many at all. Lots of doubles, so very intimidating. Yeah, here's one of the single pages. That's probably the simplest page in the book. Love that one with all the books. I love colouring books. And this is another favourite of mine, this sort of pancake party, lots of cakes. You've got this wallpaper page at the back there, and the thumbnails at the back, which give you the different names for the pages, which is really cute. There we go. So that is The Night Voyage by Daria Song. Then another untouched book I have, this is the Green Witches colouring book by Sarah Richard. That is who illustrates this. And this is a single-sided book that is based on the Green Witches sort of imagery. But I just think the artwork is stunning. You've got some pages with some little words on them, different seasonal ones. And this book is on my list of books to touch this year. And I've decided if I don't touch it by the end of the year, then I will be destashing it, just because I've had it for quite some time. I really like these welcome to each of the season spreads. There's a bee on that one. I think they're really, really pretty. But you can use your alcohol markers in this. Love that one with all the zodiac signs. I like all the flowers, vegetables, mushrooms, lovely. Some really, really gorgeous pages. And I've got it out a few times to colour in, and I've just been kind of held back. I'm not sure why. I think maybe I need to do some basing with alcohol markers, and it will make the details a little less intimidating. But now we've got some pages themed to the different elements. I think you could have fun with some limited colour palettes there. That's such a gorgeous scene of the woods with all these little animals in there. Sun and the moon. Yeah, beautiful pages. I don't know why I haven't started on this. So yeah, you can see there's lots of different Green Witches books, and this is the colouring book for it. That is the Green Witch's colouring book, illustrated by Sarah Richard. And another untouched book. This is Small World Colouring by Ursula Schwab, and it's got some little instruction pages at the start, all in German, so I don't understand it. But they have these really fun double page spreads that kind of remind me of Where's Wally, with all these little details. And I've had a buddy colour plan for ages in here with Elm Colours, Erica, and we both just haven't started it. One day we will. I think this is a really fun book, and one that it's kind of relaxing. You're just colouring all these little elements on the page, and they come together and create this beautiful little double page spread. Love this one with all the bees. And I think it would be such a wonderful book to have completed one day. I've started the Butterfly Garden. I started this pretty much when I got the book. Used Staedtler Design Journey pencils. Need to go in and do some bits of shading on the leaves. But I was thinking that this could be a great page to use every pencil of a set on. So using all 72 Design Journey pencils on this page, I think would be a really interesting result, and I think could work really well. So I could potentially do that. Yeah, I love all the pages with the animals on. They're really, really lovely. But this is the page that Erica and I plan to do. She started hers actually. She did a bit of the background. I think the background is where I get stuck on, because it kind of just ends over here, and I think watercolours would work quite nicely in here, and I have got some now, so I could try and maybe experiment with that one day. Yeah, it's a bit of an unusual colouring book. You don't see it featured that much on others' channels, but I think it's really lovely actually. And you could just straight colour in this. I think when I got it, I actually planned to straight colour with just felt tip pens and have it as like a flat colouring book, but just haven't quite got to the point where I finished a page yet. So that is Small World Colouring by Ursula Schwab. Then I have Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen, and I just haven't got around to colouring this one either. It is filled with gorgeous, gorgeous portraits, as you all know, and one day I will colour in this. I'm not sure what pencils to use. I would probably use polychromos first because I'm most familiar with that, but I've never coloured a portrait like this where it's up close and kind of just focuses on the girl itself. Never coloured any Christine Karen's pages. Love that one of the little fairy. But there's so many gorgeous pages in here. You've got ones themed to different seasons, which I always enjoy. A book that has seasonal pages. They all have little titles. And she is releasing another book later this year. In fact, 2 books she's announced, which will be like this, the artist edition, which include pages from her previous books and a couple of new ones, I believe. But I'm not allowing myself to get the new one until I've done a few pages in this. That's so pretty. And I like the variety of portraits here. You've got some cutesy ones, you've got some kind of regal looking ones, some older people, and all different faces, which just makes for some more interesting colouring, I think, when you've got a variety of different people to colour, rather than the same face each time, just different hair and different clothes. I love that. It's probably my favourite page in the whole book. I mean, there's a bee on it, there's berries on it. What's not to love? That wizard is awesome. And it's great seeing a male character as well. There we go. That is Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen. Gorgeous, gorgeous book. Then I've got Spooky. This is by Sarah Shevchik, and I actually have coloured a few pages in this book, so we can go through this. In fact, I have come up with a colour palette for this book. I picked 32 or 36 pencils, can't remember which, and I don't want to count this. I picked a few pencils from my Black Widow set of my Black Widows across the different sets that I have, and I took inspiration from the cover of this book. I took some pictures from Sarah's Instagram of other illustrations she's done, and kind of collated a colour palette. I made it on Procreate with my iPad and just put some different colours together, and I thought it'd be really nice to have this as a consistent colour palette throughout the book, as a nice little challenge for myself. So I've done these two little images at the front here. These were some of the first bits I did. Still need to colour these little back guys. But I think this book is absolutely adorable. We've got these really whimsical illustration style, and you're going to see a lot of little post-its of dates in this book, because Christina from Christina's Art Corner was doing this as a full book colour along, and I was trying to follow along. I got extremely behind, as you'll see by the amount of post-its here, and she's actually stopped that now. But yeah, I still want to come back to this book and maybe finish it one day. Will be a lot of days into the future. But they are single-sided. They've got a little bit of text on the left-hand side of the page. But I've just been using pencils in this book and really, really enjoying the result of just the pencils. And creating these bright, fun pages like this one, where Spooky, or no, what's her name? She's got a name. Delilah, that's it. Delilah the witch cat is going out for lunch, having a little picnic in the forest with the griffin. And I'm trying to keep colours of the characters consistent. So the cat's always black. The griffin, if it shows up again, is going to be yellow. And each of the characters have their own distinct colour and have that unique throughout the book. So they really stand out. And the griffin was the last part I coloured on this page, and I was unsure what colour to do him, whether I wanted to go bold or something more neutral like a browny beige colour. And I decided to go for yellow, and I love how he pops off the page. So that was fun. I really like that one, that's a cute page. This is the first one I did in here, and this dragon is purple, and this little salamander, or is it axolotl creature, is always going to be this bluey teal colour. Really love the colour combo of him. And I used a bit of Inktense for the backgrounds of these bottles, and some metallic and glitter gel pen on these bubbles inside the potion bottles. Love the colour scheme of this page, really turned out well. And I have done this one. I like using lots of purples and pinks in this book. And I used a bit of washi tape on the background here. I thought the stripes of it would work well for the flooring. And lots of glitter gel pen in the background, just to add a bit of interest without it being too much. I think that might be it that I've coloured in this book so far. I should definitely colour another page in here soon. I think that's my favourite in the whole book. Really cute. And I like the baby one. But yeah, these characters, I thought, well, she's black. This guy's a greeny blue. The fox is going to be a bright orange. And I'm not sure on the owl yet, but I'll do something to kind of keep them consistent throughout. But yeah, we got full page scenes, little images, the glass jars, and Sarah has a new book coming out later this year, which may be my favourite of the two. But yeah, I coloured this little guy at the back here. Really had a lot of fun there, and I've put my palette there as well. So I can't wait to see the next book that Sarah comes out with. But this one is Spooky by Sarah Shevchik. Then I've got Magical Woodland by Kate Pellerin. I believe these were published by the same publishers, but Kate Pellerin is also known as Poopy Cat on Instagram, and she has a very loose, sketchy art style with these lovely scenes of these magical creatures. Some really cute bordered images. I really love those. Some more detailed pages, some more simpler pages. Really beautiful book, this. I love that one. It's probably my favourite in the book. And this one's really cute with the little witchy characters. There's the cover image. I've done one page in this book and it's right at the very back. I really enjoyed colouring it and has made me want to do more in this book. Look at that gorgeous Fae character with the close-up. Love that one with the little goose guy. But here is the one I've done, this froggy tree house. I really had fun with lots of bright colours. I used polychromos for the browns and Artex for everything else. I just like the bright colours of the Artex and I like the tones of browns and the polychromos, so I combine them both and they work quite nicely together. And yeah, I just want to keep this sort of bright, fun colour scheme throughout the rest of the book and really have a lot of fun with bright, vivid colours. So that is Magical Woodland by Kate Pellerin. Then I have Wild in Nature by Rehan Udaisi, also known as Raider Prince on Instagram. And this has so many pages in this book and is filled with these lovely little scenes, some more detailed than others. You've got some mini pages, full scenes like little mini worlds. I haven't coloured a page in this yet, but I am planning on doing a colour along very, very soon. Might even try and start it today, see if I have time. Yeah, love this book. I think this would be a great project book. This is the page I'm colouring. I do have some inspo photos for this and I'm looking forward to colouring it now. I was a bit overwhelmed to start with, but I'm looking forward to it now. Love that one. So many pages in here I love. And I think there's some like great pages to practice colouring different elements. With those miniatures on the page. Lots of flowers and leaves. Like this one would be great for practicing how you colour different insects. Some more complicated ones, some more simpler ones, but all absolutely adorable. And Raider Prince does have a couple of Amazon print books, but this does have slightly nicer paper. It is quite thin, but it does feel definitely much better than the Amazon paper that is used. So that is Wild in Nature by Raider Prince. And the final book I have to show you is Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts. This is illustrated by Fabiana Attanasio. And unfortunately this book seems to only be available in the UK. I got mine from the Works. I don't know if it will still be available, but I will show you the ISBN there. If you want to look that up, then it is there for you because it has been published in a couple of different names. But the only place I've been able to find it searching this ISBN is in the Works. And I hate when companies only publish in one country. But this is kind of inspired by different magical creatures from the Harry Potter series. Most of them are double page spreads. I kind of wish this was single-sided because it would look great with alcohol markers. But these creatures are just amazing. I would love to try Inktense in this book. I think that would work quite well. Maybe activated with an alcohol marker instead of water. There are so many beautiful pages in here with all these different magical creatures. Phoenix is amazing. I was planning on colouring this double page spread, but I just haven't had the time this month. Yeah, lots of amazing pages. Love the Pegasus with the rainbow there. And I really wish it was more readily available to others, because this was published with a different name originally in the Works, and I was gutted I didn't get it, and then I found it had been republished sort of at the end of last year, and I snatched it up. And the Works is great because they often sell books for a lot cheaper than the RRP. I believe this was £4 or £5, something very reasonable. But these mythical beasts are just amazing, and at the back you've got a glossary of all of the different beasts that are found in the book and kind of where they come from. So some of them are created by J.K. Rowling from the Harry Potter series, some are just more kind of legends and from different parts of the world. So that is Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts, illustrated by Fabiana Attanasio, and the final book as my colouring book collection. So let me know in the comments below which of the books that I showed today was your favourite, or what's my favourite? Probably Nuno Therapy by Diane Dufour. I love that book. But also I love Wold and Nature by Rada Prince. I think that's gorgeous. Lots of great books, and as this is my miscellaneous section, a big variety of different books. Lots of different themes. But this is the end of my colouring book collection series. I do have a plan for a new type of series that I think I might do kind of monthly, focusing on different illustrators. You will see that hopefully in May. But thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!